Okay, now let's work on migrations for order. So in the last video, I have created my migration for orders. Basically, this is the table, create orders table, right? So let's just fill it. Basically, we'll create our schema for orders. Okay, so of course I need an ID for it, and then I simply need a user ID because I should know the order belongs to a user. Of course, the order belongs to a user, right? And then the timestamp for order that contains date, and then I'll need simply the address or street address, you can say, sorry, excuse me. And then finally I need a boolean for status of the order, whether it is completed or not, right? So that's it for orders. This is the I think, oh yeah, we just did a mistake. Okay, let's just migrate this table. So if I say PHP artisan migrate, and if I go to my navigate and refresh this, now you can see we got our orders table, right? So for example, we have user ID, date, and then address, status, all we can add, right? Okay, next we simply need to work on our controller. But before working on our controller, we need another migration for our order items, right? So let's just create another migration. You can see that inside terminal, I'll say PHP artisan make migration, and then but I also need a model for that, right? I don't need to create another controller for order items. I simply need a model for that, right? So if I say PHP artisan make model for orders item, right? Order items, and then of course I need a migration for it. So if I press enter, it will just take a moment to create our migration and model file. Okay, now if I go to migration, which is oh yeah, order items, okay, that's fine. Order items migration, and then I simply need a ID is initially required here, so I'll create a integer for user ID. Okay, that's already created. Basically we are working on order items, so we need an ID, and order ID, product ID, the quantity, and then price, right? So all would be inside integer, for example the order ID, and then we need a product ID. Basically order has many items, so we can say order has many order items, right? So which contains order ID, product ID, and then quantity of the product, right? And simply we need a floating point. Basically, guess what? The price of the product, right? The price of the product, and which is 8 or 2, the total and the places, right? So I think that's enough for now. So let's just migrate it. PHP artisan migrate. Now if I go to my navigate and then refresh the table, and there we go, right? We got our order items product table, sorry. Okay, now we will work on our product order and product order items relationship. What's the relationship between them? But before that, we will add some contents inside them. We will add some dummy data, right? We already have some products, I mean the 4 products we have, and we have some users. Okay, we do not have any user. We'll add some user, for example the ID and the name, email, password. Let me just add some users. Okay, I have created 2 users, Alex and John, and then we will create some orders, right? And we will add the user ID, the date, address, status, and created it. Okay, let me just add some orders. Okay, let's say for example, at least for now, we just have 2 orders. Okay, and then of course our order has many order items, so we will create some order items which contains the order ID, product ID, the quantity, the price, and when it's created. So let me just add some order ID. Okay, if I go to my terminal window now, let's just check how the Tinker works. For example, we just created a relationship. Now it's time to check it with the help of Tinker, right? So if I say PHP artisan Tinker, so let's just first run Tinker, and then I create a variable called order, and then we say app, the order model, and then just get first item, right? Okay, so we got our item, and then we can say order. Now we will call this function, but not as a function here. This time we'll call it like as a property, right? Order user. So this will tell us basically this product, this order belongs to this user, basically from Alex, right? And okay, that's it. And we'll create some other relationships such as the public function order items, right? In this case we have has many, right? Our order has many order items, right? Order items. I think we did not created order items. Oh yeah, it's here. Order items class, right? Okay, let's just tinker this. Okay, again, so if I come to order, and then I can say order items. Okay, first I need to completely close the terminal, the artisan Tinker, and again open this, and if I say order, and then app/order first, and then of course the order items, right? Now you can see this is the thing that we need, and it returns inside a complete collection. Basically our order has many order items, so it could be order ID, product ID, the quantity, and the price. And finally our last relationship that we create is products, right? So how we'll define this relation? Basically this belongs to many, right? What? Many products class. Order belongs to many products, right? Class. And then of course we will add a pivot for our order items. Okay, that's it. And again exit or Tinker, and if I go to say PHP artisan Tinker, and order is equal to app order dot first, and let's just check products which belongs with. Okay, now it returns a collection, but it's empty. I think we just did a mistake. Basically the products ID starts from 5, 6, 7, 8, and our order item contains product ID 1, which of course not exists. So if I just change with it with 5, 3, 5, and for example 7, just save it, and again, okay, first I need to exit it, again run our Tinker. There we go, right? So these products, basically this is the product which belongs to basically we used a relationship called belongs to many. Order belongs to many products, right? So this product belongs to the same order, which is HP yoga, and there's a price, the description, and image, and of course excuse me, when we create our orders page, we will simply manage all of these. Basically, the Tinker is a simply tool which could help us to check our relationships, or basically before writing actual code, we can test our PHP codes inside Tinker, right? So don't worry, in the next video we'll simply add our codes in real table. This is the table, and we will simply add our codes, and of course we can work on confirm order, cancel order, and order detail page. So this video is quite long, and in the next video we'll work on the tabular form of the order, right? So see you in the next video.